You know that little piece of plastic in your wallet? Well, it's way more powerful than you might think. Today, we're going to dive deep and unlock the secrets of credit cards. We're talking everything from those incredible perks to the hidden dangers that can really trip you up. So let me just ask you this, right off the bat. Is your wallet really working for you? I mean, think about it. It's a simple question, but the answer could make a massive difference to your financial life. Because here's what's at stake. Your credit card strategy could be earning you free flights to amazing places you've always wanted to go. Or the wrong one could be quietly draining your bank account, costing you an absolute fortune in interest and fees. It's a seriously powerful tool, and today we're going to learn how to use it right. All right, let's start with the fun stuff, right? The world of rewards. Think of this as our call to adventure, where we get to explore all the incredible perks that are just sitting there, waiting for you. When it comes to these perks, you've basically got three main roads you can go down. There's cashback, which is just straight up money in your pocket. Then you've got travel miles, for all of us who love to explore. And finally, flexible points, which are perfect for anyone who wants the ultimate freedom of choice. So first up, let's talk about our straightforward heroes, cashback cards. It honestly doesn't get much simpler than this. You spend money, you get a percentage of it back as actual cash. You've got cards like the Citi Double Cash that give you a flat 2% on everything, or the Chase Freedom Unlimited with 1.5%. No fuss, no complicated systems, just money back in your pocket. But what about travel? Oh, this is where the rewards can get really, really exciting. Let me give you a real-life example. My friend Sarah, just from her normal everyday spending, racked up 80,000 points on her Chase Sapphire card. And with those points, she booked a round-trip flight to Paris. That's a ticket worth over $1,200 for free. That's the kind of magic we're talking about here. Okay, but every good story has its challenges, right? In the world of credit cards, those challenges come in the form of hidden villains. I'm talking about the fees and the interest that can completely wreck your rewards journey if you're not paying attention. So let's talk about annual fees. Some of these premium cards, like the American Express Platinum, come with this monster $695 price tag. Now, is it worth it? Maybe, if you're using every single one of those luxury travel parks. But you can also be a total hero with a no-fee card, like the Discover It Cashback. At the end of the day, you have to do the math for your own life to see if the perks are really worth the cost. And now for the biggest, baddest villain of them all, interest. A high APR, which is often 20% or even more, is genuinely terrifying. If you carry a balance of, say, $5,000, you could end up paying thousands and thousands in interest. It could take you decades to pay it off. Look, this part is absolutely non-negotiable. To win this game, you have to pay your balance in full, every single month, period. And then you've got these other sneaky little gremlins. Miss a payment by a day? Bam, that could be a $40 late fee. Use your card on vacation. That 3% foreign transaction fee can add up so fast. The best way to beat these guys? Set up autopay. Just do it. And if you travel, make sure you have a card that doesn't charge those foreign fees. All right, now that we know the heroes and the villains, it's time for the main event. Let's throw some of the top cards into a head-to-head showdown to help you figure out which one is the right ally for your wallet. Okay, in the cashback corner, we've got two kings. The Citi Double Cash comes in with a simple but powerful 2% flat rate on everything. Easy. But then the Chase Freedom Unlimited comes back with a solid 1.5% on everything, plus bonus categories and a sweet sign-up bonus. So the question for you is, do you want dead simple rewards, or are you willing to play the categories game for a little extra kick? Now for the travel titans. On one hand, you've got the Chase Sapphire Preferred. For a pretty reasonable $95 fee, you get amazing value on points for dining and travel. This is the champ for most people. But then there's the Amex Platinum. That huge fee means it's really only for the hardcore luxury frequent flyer who's going to max out every single perk, like airport lounge access. The best card here? It 100% depends on how you travel. Okay, so you've chosen your card, you've picked your ally, but we're not done yet. Now it's time to learn how to really maximize your power and become the undisputed boss of your own wallet. You see, the real pros don't just use one card. They build a dream team. Let's take Jake, for example. He uses his Amex Gold to get 4x points on dining, he uses his Chase Freedom for all his everyday stuff, and he pulls out his Sapphire for travel. By using the right card for the right purchase, he strategically piled up enough points for a completely free trip to Hawaii. That is how you play the game at a high level. So, to make sure you truly master this, let's just hammer home a few final pro tips. Think of this as your final path to becoming a credit card master. Here it is, your 3-step cheat sheet for success. Number 1, match your card to your spending. If you spend a ton on groceries, get a card that rewards you for that. Simple. Number 2, and I'm going to say it one more time, pay your balance in full always. And number 3, redeem your points smartly. Don't just cash them out. Do a little math. Sometimes transferring points to an airline can literally double their value. And really, that brings us to the core lesson of this entire thing. It all just boils down to this. Know how you spend your money, know how to dodge those sneaky fees, and have a strategy every single time you swipe that card. That's the secret sauce. So I'm going to leave you with this question to chew on. After all this, what's the best card for your wallet? Because the truth is, the answer is different for everyone, and finding your answer, well, that's the final and most important step of this whole journey.